Hello and welcome to another Franchise Hockey Manager stream. My name is Adam. I'm the community manager of Franchise Hockey. With me, as always, and not digitally pictured on your screen, is Everton producer Jeff. Say hi, Jeff.
Hey, everybody.
And we are back with Welcome to Mario's Neighborhood, the Pittsburgh Penguins 1984-85 season part 3. We're still here. Jeff, we're not very good, but in the last stream, I made a couple trades to improve our back end. Or at least future of the back end, stopping pucks anyways.
Yeah, we can take a quick look at those. So we had an owner goal requesting a higher potential goalie, and we thought we did that by picking up Ken Reggett, and realized he wasn't quite good enough, so then we had to go after Ron Hextall instead.
I'm going to say that was just a failure of you and I being able to read things.
Mostly, yeah. I mean, it said 3.5 stars, and we signed the 3-star guy. Oops.
Yep.
But yeah, the other important thing, we were trying to figure out last time who the defenseman that we had in a previous save that wound up being much better than he was supposed to be, and we neither of us could remember the name. It was Brad Tiley.
Yes. We spent probably way too long digging through old saves to come up with that
like
answer.
15 minutes of both of us looking through old saves to finally figure it out after the stream. But yeah, okay, so we are... We got a couple of small injuries. Boutet, oh yeah, Falkart is out for 2 or 3 months. Pat Boutet day to day. And we are not doing too badly. I mean, I think we're roughly on track with where the Penguins were this year. The Rangers have been terrible for some reason. They weren't that good in real life this year, but not as bad as this. But we are looking at another fairly high draft pick, I think, this season.
Okay, I'm just going to point out here, Jeff. You did say we picked up Ken Reggett, but you didn't say the follow-up trade.
That was Ron Hextall.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure you didn't say that.
I'm pretty sure I did.
Did you? Okay.
But let me just see if there's anything. What have you done with the lines?
Nothing. I have done nothing.
Locked everything in place. The one thing we're doing a little differently than the real Penguins did this year. We got Wayne Babich on the first line. They actually used, I think, Doug Shedden on Lemieux's right wing for most of that season. But Babich is doing reasonably well there. I'm going to bump Doug Bodger up to the first pair. He's a rookie, but might as well give him the time.
Makes sense.
And slide Marty McSorley down a little bit, although we don't want two quarterbacks there, so we'll do that. Charlesworth and McSorley on the bottom pair. And is this the Rangers we got in their first game? Nope, it's the Islanders. Much tougher game. But we come up with a win. Andy Brickley with 4 points.
Nice.
Yeah, I mean, the Islanders are slowing down a little bit at this point, but they're still fairly tough. And we got the All-Star Game rosters. Mario makes it. Nobody else does.
It would have actually been more surprising if somebody else did make it.
Yeah. Oh, that's interesting. Glenn Anderson I missed that, traded to the Islanders from the Oilers at one point. John Tonelli even up for Glenn Anderson. Big deal. I mean, the Oilers get much better and get better in the short term, but that's going to work out well for the Islanders long term. And back to back, we'll give Reggett the second start. And Kings beat us 3-2. Tiger Williams, second star. We picked him up in the waiver draft. And Boutet is healthy, so we can get him back on the active roster. I don't think is he going into the lineup anywhere? Yeah, we had Mark Taylor up for most of the year. Hasn't really done that much. What's he been playing? Left wing on the bottom line. So yeah, Boutet goes in with him. Use the veteran there for now.
May as well. Jeff, I would point out it might be worthwhile to throw some guys on the trade block since we're, what, a couple weeks out from the trade
Yeah,
block.
and we don't really. I mean, we're gonna have to just the sort of short to midterm thing is going to be replacing a lot of these veterans that we know aren't going to go anywhere. Like, for example, Kevin McCarthy. Boutet would be another one. Uh, wouldn't be a popular move in Pittsburgh, but Ricky, who's clearly fading fast. Uh,
And
yeah,
just because we put him on trade block doesn't necessarily
yeah.
mean we'll trade them, but
I'm going to try Babbage on a trade block just because he's put up a bunch of points this season playing with Mario, so we kind of pumped up his value a little bit. And if we can get
makes sense.
somebody with a younger guy with more potential in return, that might work out well for us. But we got the Hawks tonight, and Heron won the last time he played, so we'll give him the start again. And it's a 3-1 loss this time. Eddie Olczyk with the first star. Pittsburgh and Todd Charlesworth off the third defensive pair. Gets the second star for us. And there we go. We got a trade rumor right off the top. About you. Did we do contracts?
We did for a lot, but we still have a few who maybe we want to up.
Yeah, I think Randy Hilliard just for this. He can play either side, and he's 2 stars. So if we don't get anything better, we've got him around. Likewise, Bruce Crowder, as long as they're not asking for anything unreasonable, and yeah, just 50,000. McCarthy, we'll see what happens at the deadline, and then after that we get down. Oh yeah, Boutet is down to 1.5 stars. Yeah, he's going to be gone after this year. A lot of the other guys. Oh yeah, Michel Dion has really collapsed, although he's not playing too badly in Baltimore. He's down to 0.5 star. Giatsos is in Baltimore. Yeah. I think we'll leave that as it is for now. Reagan gets the second start again. See if he does any better this time. And no. We get crushed by the Nordiques 4-goal game for Peter Stastny. Yeah, it's just some 80s hockey there. 8-4. Mario gets a couple of goals, and then yeah, Heron go. Oh, geez, look at that. Oh, that's I was reading that backwards. I was going to say 5 goals on 7 shots, 2 goals on 7 shots.
It's 5 goals on 7 shots. Our coach should be in trouble for not pulling him faster.
No, he was already in relief for Reggett though.
Yeah, well, you still flip him back.
Okay, the Crowder and Hillier signed. Four-assist game for Gretzky. He is on top of the scoring race by a pretty huge margin. I haven't looked at our stats. So yeah, Mario, I think that's roughly in line with what he did in his first year. Not really any major departures from history. I think Berkeley is doing better than. I don't think he was quite that fast a starter. 84, 85. No, not too bad. And a quick look at what's going on in Baltimore, who's at 500. Old man Bruce Boudreau still playing, leading the team in scoring. He's not contracted to us, though.
You're saying old man, but he's how old at this point?
He's 30, but I mean, Bruce Boudreau's looked like he's 60 since he was 22.
Okay, but again, like this is everything on that is just all relative. I always like to say that. Like people started aging differently in like 1996.
Okay.
I was no, like legitimately. If you go back and like you see like pictures of guys in the 80s or 70s who like graduated high school, most of those guys look like they're 30 or 40. And yet, and again, really good, really clear example. You turn on and you watch Seinfeld and you see George Costanza. How old do you think he is when you look at that show?
Early 30s.
I would say he looks like he's maybe in his late 30s, early 40s, but
Yeah,
he's
by modern standards, yeah. And we get a win here. Denny Aaron gets a shutout over
yeah,
Pittsburgh or the
exactly.
Flyers.
See, you just said it by modern standards.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Well, even Elaine looks way older than she actually is, and they're like, oh, she's
Yeah,
not
but
actually that old. Oh, that actually
Julia Louis
makes
Dreyfus doesn't age for some reason, so she still looks good at 60 something.
yeah.
Uh,
But I just mean people like
yeah.
there was a switch there, and all of a sudden people started looking different.
And the Rangers dumping Mike Rogers to the Devils for third rounder. I think Rogers was nearly finished at this point. He went out. He went downhill in a big hurry, if I remember right. Oh, yeah, it was next
Are
year.
you
Wound up
saying
with the
Jeff
Oilers.
looks much older than he really is? No comment.
Oh, thank
No
you.
comments, Alex.
Uh, well, I've had gray hair since probably like 1996. So
Well, again, it's one of those things, and Jeff, and I'll say this because you understand, because you also have a beard, although albeit unless you've shaved it off in more recent times,
nope,
your
beard's
beard
still there.
is longer than mine. But I mean, like you take your beard off, and you look like you probably de-aged by about 45 years.
And two in a row, 5-3 win. And Mario gets a hat trick over the Flames. And well, we got. Oh, the media is praising Lemieux after the win. Yeah, that definitely carried the team there. So you should be happy with that, and the media should like us saying that. We must be coming up
You
on the trading
did, yeah.
deadline here. Uh, Brad Marsh wound up in Winnipeg.
Oh, oh,
What are you ink for?
I'm just trying to see if something happened. Okay, you are streaming. It has got on
Oh, it did show up
uh,
on Steam.
partially.
Partially?
Partially.
What's partially?
It's on Steam, but it's not on the game page. Oh wait, there it is. It finally just showed up on the game page.
Oh, it is. Okay, so wow, that's why did it take so long? It's like 15 minutes after we started.
Well, again, it could have been up a few minutes ago, but I
Oh,
just
you
refreshed again, and then all of a sudden it popped up
still took much longer than
on the
usual,
broadcast page.
regardless. What was I trying to do? Oh yeah,
Hey,
there
hey,
we go.
it's working!
Yeah, well that's good.
Hooray!
Uh, Trading deadline is March the 8th, so we still got a couple of weeks.
So if
Yeah.
you're watching on Steam, we are paying attention.
Yep, and if you see us answering stuff you're not seeing in the Steam chat, that's because we're also streaming on Twitch at the same time, on two different channels on Twitch.
Of
And
course.
now we got an easy game against the Rangers, so I will give Reggett that start, build up his confidence a little bit. And 6-3 win.
Melody
Tiger.
Racing.
First star, Tiger
That's most
Williams.
people. That's interesting.
Yeah, well, he had a bad season in real life this year after the Canucks traded him to Detroit, but then wound up going to Hartford. Didn't really do much there, and then went to LA and had a big comeback.
Oh yeah, okay. I think I
Haven't any trade offers on the trade block, guys. Did we need to add anybody else there? Don't think so. Oh, maybe Mantha. Oh wow, Mantha's actually up to 3.5 stars. No, hold off on him. Don't know why he's doing so well. It's not like he's putting up a ton of points, but we'll take it.
don't hate Mantha.
Jet
Now the
Legend.
wrestling geek. Most people's grades. Yeah, yeah, it's true. 2 point.
And 4-4 tie because shootouts are evil.
Because it's the '80s, man.
Mm-hmm. Nothing wrong with a tie. McSorley gets second star. Oh, we've got Bruce Crowder hurt now. Ooh,
You know what
torn
happened?
flexor tendon, 3 to 4 months. So that is going to get. I'm going to try Gary Risling in his spot. Toughen us up a little bit.
You know what it's time for when we hit the 90s, though, Jeff, right?
Do I want to know?
It's the 90s, and that means it's time for clacks.
Clax? The hell are you talking about?
The old video game? Old Sega video game? No?
I do not remember
Actually, not Sega. Atari? It was on Genesis.
what was
It's a puzzle
Clax.
game.
Okay,
It's literally a puzzle game called
that's
Clacks.
that's that's
Okay,
the highlight of the '90s for you.
the beginning of the game literally starts off. It comes up as like the title screen. It says it is the 90s and it is the 90s and it is time for Clacks.
Okay,
You
and
ruined my perfectly good reference.
it wasn't that good of a reference.
It was a fantastic reference that someone's gonna be like, I remember Clacks, and somebody else is hurriedly looking up a video of it.
And Gilafleur hits 1,000 games. How are the Canadians doing? They're a little above 500. Remember, this is actual 500 here, not like fake 500, which the Canucks are at currently, despite being tied for the second worst team in the league.
Okay, I quickly Googled this. It is the 90s and there is time for Clacks. Atari game.
So presumably prior to the 90s, there wasn't time for Clacks.
No, apparently not.
And how are we doing? Yeah, everybody's staying relatively high fitness, so I don't need to change anything there. And we got the Jets here. Brian Hayward in goal for Winnipeg. And we shut him out 5-0. Mario with 3 points. And they only had 21 shots. So nice game out of us. And scouting update, I'm assuming Boudreau is still, the top free agent available. And the rest of that list, nothing too impressive. Dale McCourt, who I think was over in Switzerland. He was playing in the minor leagues here, but I think he'd gone to Switzerland in real life. Take Risling out and try Taylor in that right wing spot for a while. Where is he? There he is. Is he rated at? Ooh, it's only a 10 at right wing. Maybe not. What if I try this? Taylor on the second line, or Taylor on the third line, and put Shedden up into that spot that was vacated by Crowder. So he's playing with Bullard and Berkeley. Oops, jumped through that a little too quick. Scouting, don't really need to go that high, much higher in a historical game. See if we can get a few more people in the building, and morale is probably fine. And no tournaments to scout. And Dion's the second guy to hit 100 points in the season. Oh, Denny Heron was actually the goalie of the month. Having a better than expected season out of him. And we are, oh wait, are we at the deadline? The March 2nd? March the 8th.
Rich and quickly.
It should be an easy game against the Rangers here. 8-1 win. And the Rangers are just falling apart, who they? Yeah, they're kind of in an intermediate stage between the good or they got Dino Ciccarelli at some point. Oh, that's yeah, because I saw Ruotsalainen in Minnesota. That's where they got him, presumably.
Fantastic name for a hockey player.
Cicerelli or Ruotsalainen?
Dino Ciccarelli.
Oh, so yeah, Ruotsalainen, and they gave away the last season of Anders Hedberg for him too, who's not doing very well in Minnesota.
He's pining for the fjords. Now you got that reference. Okay, sure.
Yeah, cool. Come on, he doesn't get Python references. That's easy.
Not
Oh, back to
overly
back
easy.
against the Rangers. So Heron gets and winds up losing 5-4 the second game. Mario in the top 10 and scoring it, not quite. Top 10 in goals at least. I'm starting to see a lot of trade rumors, so I'm going to assume there's guys on the block now. Detroit trying to move an elderly Daryl Sittler. He's having a terrible year. But most of the rest are our guys, so I may see a few more going on in the next couple of days. But Heron's red hot now, so let's keep going with him. And naturally, he gives up 6 goals and loses to the Kings.
As soon as you said that, that was the natural occurrence.
I got a couple of minor injuries here. Airy with a facial cutter, 20-year-old captain, so Ristling gets a game. Babbage also facial cut. He can stay in. Gonna swap out Charlesworth for Hillier for a couple of games. So we seem to be struggling a little bit there. Yeah, Babbage stays in to play against his old team. How does he do? 4-4 tie.
Bad.
And Babbage, 1 assist. Not a spectacular game, but he was hurt. And now we are at the deadline. Jim Craig wound up in Philadelphia, and now they're trying to get rid of him.
No trade offers?
Nothing.
Nobody wants our terrible players? Hurtful.
Okay, we don't want 34-year-old Daryl Sittler. 30-year-old
What?
Dave Lumley.
Okay. How much should they want for Sittler? He would look good on that first line with Lemieux.
I question that, but let's see who we were going to look to move anyways. They don't like that. Even up for Q. I'm not going to try too hard on this one. If you throw in Dean DeFazio, who's really got not much of a future with us, they may be interested.
I like it.
Oh, Wings already have 50 players under contract, so we have to take a bad player back from them.
The other thing is, can Sittler play wing? I guess maybe is a better question.
Yep, left wing.
Okay.
Okay, they will take Keogh and DeFazio for Sittler and Greg Jolly, who was a first rounder at one point, but is long past that point now. So that's just shuffling pieces around, really. But does Sittler want to renew his
Some
contract? He'll take a 1 year contract, so we can keep him here for another year at least. Or are you gonna say some?
No, no. I just you put Sittler on Mario's wing and move Warren Young down. Might actually let Young kind of do something on the second line.
If he's capable of doing something, but I am going to shuffle the lineup around a little bit. Is there anybody in the depth chart that's pushing? Oh, Troy Loney is having, up to 2 stars in Baltimore. So if we bring him up, and Boutet is fading fast, so we will send him to the minors, even though we may lose him on waivers.
Hi, Max. Thanks for coming out.
Oh, and surprisingly, Steve Gatsos, who's hurt again. No, we'll leave that as it is. Roger Belanger is having a decent rookie season in Baltimore. We'll leave him alone. He was the Penguins had 3 first rounders the year they drafted Lemieux. The other one was Doug Bodger, and Roger Belanger was the other guy, but he never panned out at all. I think there's his real career. Played a little bit that first year and never saw the NHL again.
Hmm.
Jolly can go down. I should have one more guy up. I don't necessarily need to be. One more forward, I guess. Who will it be? Might as well give Gatsos one last shot with the team. Now, line-wise, that okay, so you're saying Sittler, and what Sittler got is let's have him trying to set up Lemieux, make him a playmaker. Oh, I thought he could play left wing. Is he not?
He'll train to left wing. He's got a little bit of advantage there. It won't take him long to be comfortable.
Okay, so if I do it that way, what do we get? Actually, that kind of makes sense. It puts Tiger Williams on the first line because he played. I think he's got chemistry set up with Sittler because he was Sittler's winger with Lanny McDonald in Toronto.
Oh, so there we go. Now this explains that you're just trying to bring Williams up to the first Mario Lemieux with Daryl Sittler and Tiger Williams. That is a first line.
Well, reuniting Sittler and Williams. There we go. Another ex-Leaf Pat Hickey on waivers, but I don't think we need a 31-year-old left wing. Oh, did I go past? I didn't go past the trading deadline yet. What if I should probably try shopping, let's say, McCarthy? And try it for anything first. But I'm really looking for draft pick, and the offers we're getting back are.
We need a 5th-round pick this year if we got that. Did you ask for a pick or no?
No, I didn't specify in what I'm getting back are veterans. One Pat Hickey, who's
yours says
take for free on waivers.
Yours is set to any players right now.
Mikko Lainenen's probably the best option, and it's not a very good one. So let's see what happens if I try it for picks. Anything? Nothing. Nobody wants to give me a pick for him. So I think we're stuck with him for now.
I mean, you could manually trade him probably.
See if I can send him back to Vancouver.
We need a 5th-round pick.
I think I can get more than that for him.
I'm just telling you what we don't have in our draft right now.
Try for a 3rd. Nope, not even close apparently. 4th. Wow. Vancouver, very tough. Okay, they will go for the 5th rounder. And they also have 50 players under contract, so take Jared Gillis back. And they'll do it. So we get a little bit of a return out of McCarthy, and we got to call up a defenseman, which is probably going to be would be Norm Schmidt, but he's lacerated his spleen. That sounds
Well, that's
unpleasant.
fun.
Yeah. Bring back the veteran Brian Maxwell. But, oh. Yeah, there we go. Okay, that'll be our lineup the rest of the season. It's not going to be amazing, but oops, Gillis goes down. And what's going on with the Flockhart may be back by the end of the season. Crowder definitely isn't. Oh, and yeah, Sittler gets 27. Oh, and Reagan's actually passed Tehran on the depth chart, or as the #1 goalie, according to the AI. So even
He did pass him on the depth chart. Yeah,
yeah.
we talked about that just before the stream started. Didn't notice it last year.
Yeah. 4-4 tie with the Bruins. How do the new guys do? Sittler gets an assist, has 4 shots on goal. Not bad. Tiger Williams has a good game playing on that wing.
Shocker.
And we've reunited the Leafs on Mario's wing. Like late 70s, pre-Harold Ballard selling everybody off Leafs. And give her on start against the Flyers. Another tie, 2-2 this time. Just out of curiosity, how is Hextall doing? And is he not playing in Baltimore? Yeah. I don't like that. We need to get getting him playing time, so we will kick Dion over to the reserve list and force them to play Hextall. I wanted to go with
fair enough. Dion's angry anyway, so
yeah. Probably should have trade blocked him, but he's going to be gone as a free agent at the end of the season anyhow. And the Bruins again. 6-4 win this time. And Warren Young, despite being off the top line, gets a couple of points. Sittler gets a goal. And Tiger Williams has 2 assists. See, it's working. Kinda.
Sure.
Just don't want to screw up our draft pick too badly. There is no lottery here in this season, so where we finish is where we pick. So we're probably not trying too hard to win a lot of games at the end of the year here. So I mean, that's what got us Lemieux in the first place, allegedly.
Well, as you said, this is not a crazy strong draft.
Yeah.
This next one, so
And we beat up on the Rangers again, as everybody seems to be doing. And Sittler's the third star that time. So what's Sittler done since we got him? 4 points in 4 games. Well, we found a little life in the old guy.
who would have ever guessed?
And
Me. That's
Whalers
why I said trade for him.
beat us in overtime. And we don't get a point for that. And it's actually former Penguin, okay, he was a captain, Greg Malone, gets first star for Pittsburgh, or for Hartford, rather. Willard was hurt? Right. Abdominal soreness day to day. Okay, we got Gatsos back. Does he need to go somewhere? I've got shedding on that. Oh, I didn't. Yeah, wow, that's. I didn't look too closely at these lines. The AI has not done a great job there. I'm going to swap Taylor for Gatsos, but then I got to redo the bottom end of the lines a bit because these are kind of weird. And yeah, that's an actual check. It's a pretty solid checking line on the bottom end. Give them a little more time. They're young, but all three of those guys will be with the team for a while. And Flyers with future Flyers goalie in real life, Ken Reggett, and he gets a 2-0 shutout. Uh-oh. That's not what we want to see. Mario is hurt. How badly is Mario hurt? Broke his hand 1 to 2 months, so...
Oh, that's...
What I was just saying about maybe not getting a lot of points for the rest of the season. Yeah.
Well, that's one way to do it. The good news, I guess, is you can move Sittler over to the center.
Yeah. And Young is going to have to go back up there. And Shedden on the left wing with Bullard. Hey. Second line looks
It's
better
going
than
to
the
be
first.
ugly, but...
No, not taking a chance on delaying treatment for Lemieux because we don't want, with like 7 or 8 games left in the season, we don't want to make that injury somehow worse and do permanent
So
damage to
Jeff
him.
goes... So you went for the ultimate take and hurt Mario Lemieux. I see.
It's a legitimate injury.
Sure it was. Just taking out Lemieux.
And we get a 7-4 win against the Sabres. First game without Lemieux. Who does the scoring? Brickley gets everybody's getting a few points here. Sittler had 2 points. Sittler's getting terrible defensive game ratings, but he's still putting up points.
Oh, he's also playing with Tiger Williams. He's probably not giving very much for...
And Mike Bullard's hurt. Mild hamstring strain, 1 to 2 weeks. Oh, and Lomath has lacerated his kidney.
Well, that's lovely.
So we're just having to throw all of Baltimore in here. And I will have to call up a center from Baltimore. We got anybody down there? Mitch Lamoureux, Tom Regan. I could call, oh no, Belanger, the rookie, has got a sore foot, so he can't come up. Go with minor league veteran Mitch Lamoureux. The second best center on the Penguins with the initials ML.
I mean, I guess you're replacing him as best as you can.
Yeah. this is going to get rougher and rougher. No, it doesn't
Luckily,
look.
it's near the end of the season.
Yeah, only 7 games left. I don't think we're getting into the playoffs this year, despite this being the 80s, where like 80% of the teams made the playoffs. Actually, what are these? Oh, wait, hang on. We are 16th overall. We might actually make it into the playoffs. Or wait, is it? Yeah, I think we're on divisional playoffs by this point. Are we? Can't remember for sure.
I don't know. You're close enough that you could be in, though. Easy.
3-3 tie against Washington. And that is 70 points for us for the year. Let's not try to screw up the draft position too badly here, guys. Although now we got the Rangers, so that's a easy win, 6-3. McSorley, the first star. And Devils the next night. Fitness, so Williams is dropping down a little bit. Gonna have to watch that. We still get a 4-3 win. Mitch Lamoureux, a recent call-up as a first star.
Okay.
So we actually, we're tied with the Devils and we got a game in hand, so we could theoretically make the playoffs here.
So are you desperately debating whether you should throw this game or not? Because it feels like that's the energy coming from this.
I do need to call up another defenseman. Schmidt healthy now. Schmidt is healthy. So we will put the younger defenseman in for Maxwell.
Just putting in all the half-star guys? Is that your plan?
Total coincidence.
Mm-hmm.
But big game with the Devils here, and we crush them 7-2. Tiger Williams, keep mocking him. He's still putting up points. 2 points here. And Sittler's going an assist. And Bullard is healthy now. So Lamoureux out for him.
Got us some talk about it on the talk show.
As we've clarified, not the same Mike Bullard.
Pretty sure same Mike Bullard.
And Montreal get a 3-0 shutout, and Sittler is the first star.
Sweet.
Development report. This may be bad. A few guys we don't care about. Oh, Babbage actually improved. Huh. But yeah, Dion going downhill, and then a lot of the guys who are going to be leaving in the free agents in the off season, slipping. What is Sittler up to with us? 12 points in 12 games. And we got 3 games left in the season. Got a confidence update. Had DeBartolos is reasonably happy with us. Gonna take a quick look at the job security screen. Yeah, we're still very good. And we got that owner goal completed, and the fans aren't too unhappy with us.
You think?
Tough game against the Islanders. Really need a win here, and we lose 7-5. What are we looking at here? 3 games left. We are 2 points up on New Jersey for what I think is the last playoff spot there. Mario is he possibly coming back? No, 1 to 2 months. We'd have to go really deep into the playoffs, but we may get Ron Flockhart back. At least in time for the first round if we make it there.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, no, Riggett gets started. He's more rested. And, yeah, we're wearing down a little bit here now, towards the end of the year. And we lose 4-2 to the Wings, which is not a good result. What the Devils do? Well, that looks like they lost 2, so 2 games left. We're still 2 points up. Looking good.
Surprisingly so.
Gonna put Loney up on the first line for this one game against Washington. As Williams is down to 79%. And we get a 6-3 win. Sittler with 2 points. But we lose Randy Hillier. Just mild groin strain, 1 to 2 weeks, so I think I'll just put Maxwell in for him. But I think that got us into the playoffs. Yes, it did. That clinches it. Because oh no, wait, they could technically win 2 games here. So at least a tie against Washington would be good here. Go with the veteran and go. Ooh, Norm Schmidt is. Wait, I got to get him out of there. Did he get hurt or what's going on with that? No, just super tired. So I'm going to have to play the injured Hillier for him. Just 1 point here, guys. That's all we need. And we get 2. 6-5 win.
Yes.
Oh, miraculously, we've made it to the first round of the playoffs. And we got the Gordie Howe hat trick. I think you got that achievement last time, didn't you?
I did, yes.
Checking the stats. Goal and assist, and who's got 5 penalty? Marty McSorley. Or did somebody else? Nope, it's McSorley. Okay, so that actually... Oh, that jumped us past the Islanders, too. So we don't even have to play the Capitals in the first round. We'll get the Flyers instead. And a couple of guys on waivers we don't want. No, we should be getting a Jack Adams nomination here.
Probably not.
No Hart nomination. No Vezina nomination. Norris. Mario's got to be looking for the Calder. Yep. Nothing in the Selkie. Lady Bing. Nope. Lindsay. Nope. And yeah, we did. Jack Adams nomination for Fred Rogers, which is us. And preview Philadelphia versus Pittsburgh. I don't think we have much of a chance here, but oh, we got Ron Flockhart almost back.
Oh, that's nice.
Day to day. Oh, and Lemieux is showing 2 to 3 weeks. But we will go with the yeah, Schmidt's back to 100, so I can put Hillier out for that. And start Reggett in game 1 against the Flyers. What happens? 6-0 loss. Brutal.
That's a whipping.
But Flockhart is ready to come back, so we get a little bit of offense back. Take Mark Taylor out for him. And he can go on the third line. Bullard can go on the second. After that first game, I think I'm going to try Heron and goal for the second one. And 5-1 win for the Flyers. So we're heading towards a sweep. Oh, Randy Hilliard's healthy now. So I can take Maxwell out for him.
Nice.
And what can we do here? Team is relatively healthy. I'm assuming Mario is not coming back in time to save us. No, he's still got a Red Cross, 1 to 2 weeks away. Come on, just stall it for a few more games until you can get healthy. And we win in overtime. 4-3.
Okay.
7:30 of overtime. Doug Shedden gets the winner.
This is very surprising.
And media praises Doug Shedden. Well, yeah, obviously.
Be better if they, be worse if they were harsh on him. I mean, to be fair, he is running.
Check it out, Mario. Well,
Super Mario.
The good news is he's technically able to play. The bad news is his fitness is 1%. Yeah.
Put him in, coach.
He's going to pass out as soon as he hits the ice. I really shouldn't do this, but
you're putting him in? I respect the hustle.
I'm putting him in on the fourth line and praying this doesn't get him injured.
Again, I would just point out, like, have you never played
Mario
a sport where you were hurt? Still good? Yeah.
But I mean, 1% is barely conscious. But let's see how he does. And we won 3-2.
Nice.
What does
Mario has been hurt for a month.
He played 8 minutes. Was that an 8 or a 6? It's an 8. And didn't do a lot of anything, but wasn't terrible. He's up to 21% now. And let's take a quick look what's going on the rest of the league. These are best of 5 series, by the way. So this is game 5 now, so we've taken him right to the limit, and even with 21% health, I'm still leaving him on those lines.
What? He's 20 times his health.
4-3 overtime win.
Wow.
And Mario gets an assist on the first goal when he presumably wasn't completely exhausted. That is the third star as well. Who gets the overtime winner? Bullard, 5-4 and 506. And Lemieux up to 12 minutes in the second game. So we somehow make it to the second round, where we will face Washington. Yeah, this is all interdivision. Oh, the World Championships is going on as well. What happened there? This is new in FHM 12. It had historical mode. And, whoops, too late to see the Team Canada roster there. I can look at it this way. And, yeah, pretty good lineup. Cicerelli, Howard Chuck, Babbage, had a few Jets, Don Beaupre in goal. And Canada got bronze. defeating the U.S. and Soviets over Czechoslovakia 5-4 in the final. But we got the first game of our. Oh wait, is Mario up to 31% now? We'll keep him on limited time. "5-3 win."
Nice.
And Mario with an assist, couple of shots on goal. I think the first time he's done that. And in 11 minutes. But Randy Hillier got hurt. So he's going to have to go back out for Maxwell. It would be nice if Mario got fully healthy here, but still stuck at 21. Because I keep playing him. He's having trouble recovering his fitness.
I'll leave him out for one game.
I'm going to put Hannon in for one game. Just to get Mario a chance to recover. I'm sticking with Regut in goal here too. And we get crushed by Washington 5-1 with no Mario. And Flockhart is apparently hurt. What's wrong with him? Hyperextended knee. Now you can play through it. Delayed treatment on that. And I'm not going to comment on media criticizing Doug Shedden. We didn't really expect to win that one anyhow. So Mario gets up to 41%. So I'm going to put him back in where he was.
Better.
And Flockhart, take him out for Hannon for this one game. But I think I may swap that. And we lose 5-4 in overtime to the Capitals. At least it's a relatively short overtime because we can't really afford to. Now McSorley's hurt. Dislocated jaw, but he can still play with that.
Wire it shut and let's go.
Put him in one of the old full face cage masks. Mario 35%. Try leaving Flockhart in this time. This team is a mess. 8-3 loss to the Caps. Yeah, I think we're finally running out of steam here. Yeah, Regut got pulled. Everybody's in the red pretty much for ratings except for Pavich. How much do you want to bet as soon as we got media going after Doug Shedden again? Let's say there's a little bit of room for improvement. Did somebody... I saw Sittler's name there. What? Oh, Sittler was the top-selling jersey with Mario out. And we are on the edge of losing this series. Oh, Detroit having a little bit of a run here. Swept the Leafs, swept the Hawks. They weren't that good this early. Mario 17%. Well, do what we can, but no, we're already selecting Hall of Fame nominees. And we'll nominate Vic Hadfield, the former Penguin. Give Mario slightly more playing time, even though he's exhausted. Nope, 6-2 win for Washington. That's the end of it. So the rest of the well, we're not quite done yet, but we lose to Washington 4-1, but Washington winds up losing to Quebec 4-2, 6 games. The Oilers finally shut down the Wings, and we got a Quebec Edmonton final. Never happened. But that would have been interesting to see. And they're up to game 6.
Quebec, Edmonton. WHA final.
And the Oilers get the cup.
Unshocking.
Canucks in the first round, then the Kings, then the Wings, and then Nordiques in 5. So that's their second in a row, and has happened historically. And we're running a little past time, so I'm just going to take a quick look at our stats for the season. And I will probably advance this up to July 1st off stream, so Adam can start with free agency in the draft. Well, there won't be much free agency, but there we go. Yeah, Warren Young with a huge breakout year, mostly because he was playing with Mario for most of the year. Babbage with a slightly better than historical season, although he was injured in real life for a while. Fuller did okay. Brickley, Todd Charlesworth, I didn't notice that. Had a really good season. Doug Shedden, maybe slightly disappointing. McSorley, good rookie year. Oh, no, not that second year. Bodger, this was a decent season. Sittler, after coming over to us, does 17 points in 16 games. And the playoff stats are not going to look impressive for Mario, I don't think. Yeah, 3 points in 6 games, despite being totally exhausted most of the time and injured. Sittler did not do well in the playoffs. 3 points, -9. Oh yeah, that whole first line got lit up defensively. Sittler -9, Warren Young -13, Tiger Williams -10. I maybe should have been using the second line more.
Or maybe letting Mario just get healthy. Who knows?
Yeah, well, I know he never did get fully healthy. He was still had a minor injury most of the time. But yeah, maybe I should have set him up for a second game. But that would have put us at best still down 2 games to Washington. I don't think we were getting past them.
No.
But I guess that'll wrap it up for this game, and I'll get this over to anything you need me to do before I get to the end of the year.
Nothing coming in mind, unless there's somebody we still need to sign. But
I don't think there is. Dion is going. I'll give O'Regan a contract just because he's young and somewhat versatile. But Boutet can go. Gatso's. Well, I guess Gatso's did okay at the end of the year, so he can have a deal. But other than that, and well, I'm going to do this whether you like it or not. I'm renewing Tiger Williams.
you can trade him anytime. Doesn't matter.
And then the rest of this is just guys we're going to let walk. But yeah, I think we can. I can take the happiness down, save us a little money. But yeah, if you want to wind it up there, Adam.
Sure. With that, then, thank you for tuning in to another Franchise Hockey Manager stream. We typically stream every Wednesday night at 11 p.m. Eastern on twitch.tv/Franchise Hockey Manager, as well as twitch.tv/OOTP Developments, and sometimes on our Steam page as well when it's working, which it seems to be right now. Yay! You can find all of our streams archived on our YouTube channel, which is youtube.com/OOTP Developments as well, with stream archives going live Saturdays at about 1 a.m. Eastern Standard Time for our European viewers. Of course, you can also reach out to us on our Facebook page, which is facebook.com/franchise hockey manager. We're on Bluesky as @franchise hockey. And I mean, we're on other social medias as @franchise hockey, on Threads, on Instagram, or Franchise Hockey Manager, or just about anything else. Of course, you can look and find all of those social media links on ootpdevelopments.com/FHM social, all one word, which is just a handy place to store all of our links. And of course, you can come on down to our official website, noted before, and click on in the top right hand corner, which will bring you the official forums. We can come talk about Franchise Hockey Manager, Out of Park Baseball, Perfect Team Go, or anything else you wish to discuss. Jeff, I know we haven't really talked about it in the stream so far, but we'll just mention again. Is there a new update being worked on?
Yep, working on more fixes for the game. After the first one was out, I think the plan is likely for the next one to include the first version of the current rosters. So I'll be working on that a bunch over the weekend and early next week. So possibly may see something towards the end of next week. I think that might be the tentative plan for now. And we've got a few fixes in there, stuff that have come up in the forums and elsewhere. So there's a few things we're working on. So tentatively late next week, but still could change depending on what we find and what changes we need to make. But that's where we are right now. Let's just see if we get any awards for us. Oh. Oops, didn't mean to show all, but yeah, Mario gets Rookie of the Year and we get Coach of the Year for getting the Penguins into the second round of the playoffs after somehow finishing last overall the previous season.
Impressive.
Oh, and one last thing. Quebec wants to offer us a trade. 21-year-old Daniel Poudrier for Pat Boutet, who we were going to let go anyhow, so sure. Something for nothing. Why not? But yeah, I think we'll pick it up on July 1st. At the start of our second season next week when Adam is back in control. So thanks for coming out. And we will, let me put this back on the standing screen. Yeah. Thanks for coming out, and we will see everybody a week from now.